There has been a lot of doom and gloom over the last few days, and that's weird because the Reds are top of the Premier League table and the Champions League table. The reason why there has been doom and gloom is because of situations surrounding Trent Alexander-Arnold. However, whilst that may be bad news, we do have some good news as it looks as though Liverpool are set to agree 2 deals as the January window opens. We will discuss this story in detail in today's video, all whilst going over all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Liverpool content. This video is sponsored by Clothing. Clothing is a Liverpool clothing site owned by match-going fans. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Anfield, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. As stated, each design is limited edition, and if a product is showing out of stock, they will not be restocking the item, so if you have your eye on something, grab it fast. Lastly, Clothing wants fellow Reds to be 100% satisfied with their orders, so if there is a reason you're not happy, they will refund you with no questions asked. Head over to clothing.com or down into the link in the description to get all of your Liverpool merchandise. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Liverpool start 2025 with a busy January schedule, with the Reds facing 8 matches across 4 different competitions. Arne Slot couldn't have asked for a better opening half season in charge at Anfield, with the Dutchman losing just once in all competitions. Just don't mention Nottingham Forest. Liverpool are sitting pretty at the top of the Premier League and are red-hot favourites to win the title, but there is still lots of work to do. Here's a look at what's to come in January. On January 1st, the transfer madness begins again, with the window open until February 3rd. That said, if the summer is anything to go by, there won't be much in terms of incomings for Liverpool, who will remain opportunistic if not active. Worryingly though, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah are officially able to sign pre-contract agreements with clubs overseas, though the latter pair are not believed to have any plans to do so. Sign those new contracts, lads. January 5th, Man United. The month gets started with a humdinger at Anfield as Liverpool host bitter rivals Man United. On paper, everything points towards a home victory, Ruben Amorim struggling to make an impact in his early weeks as manager. But form can go out of the window in this fixture, as last season showed, when the Reds failed to beat United in 3 attempts. United would love to dent Liverpool's title hopes. It's just a case of Slot getting a measured performance from his team, showing their superiority in the process. January 8th, Tottenham. After United comes the first leg of Liverpool's Carabao Cup semi-final tie with Tottenham. The Reds ran out 6-3 winners in North London in December. The scoreline flattered Spurs, and they will be favourites to reach the final at Wembley. Ange Postecoglou is now under huge pressure to keep his job, especially after at the 2-2 draw at home to Wolves on Sunday, and another defeat here could spell real trouble. It will be interesting to see how strong Slot goes after ringing the changes in previous rounds. January 11th, Accrington Stanley. Speaking of rotation, Liverpool's FA Cup third round meeting with Accrington Stanley gives Slot a great opportunity to shuffle things around. This may allow a stronger team to be fielded at Spurs. In fact, there is a romantic feel about this tie, given it is something of a local clash, as the Reds welcome their League Two opponents to Anfield. Stanley are currently third bottom of the 4th tier, however, so anything other than a home win would be an almighty shock. This could be one that sees Liverpool's youth team players get minutes, including the likes of Trey Nyoni and Jadon Danns. January 14th, Nottingham Forest. After back-to-back cup commitments, Liverpool make the trip to Nottingham Forest, who are defying expectations this season. Incredibly, Nuno Espirito Santo's side are second in the Premier League table heading into 2025, inflicting the Reds' only defeat so far. This has the potential to be a tricky evening clash for Liverpool under the lights at the City Ground, and victory would feel significant. Still, the Reds are the best team in Europe, so there is no reason why Slot's men can't go to Forest and produce another masterclass. January 18th, Brentford. The Forest game looks an awkward one on paper, as does the trip to Brentford that follows 4 days later on January 18th. The Bees have excelled at home this season, with only Liverpool having a better record on their own turf. Rumoured transfer target Bryan Mbeumo will be a threat in what is one of the trickiest away assignments of the season so far. Liverpool have had their struggles at Brentford in the past. Here's hoping that isn't the case this time around. January 21st, Lille. It feels odd having Champions League group games in January, but that's how the new format works. Thankfully, Liverpool have all but qualified for the knockout stages, and a result at home to Lille will hopefully be a formality. It could allow Slot to shuffle his pack again after a couple of tough away games in the league, giving the likes of Wataru Endo and Kostas Tsimikas an opportunity to shine. January 25th, Ipswich. Another home match arrives quickly after the Lille game, with struggling Ipswich heading to Anfield. It is a repeat of the opening day of the season, when Liverpool ran out 2-0 winners, and anything other than 3 points here would be a big disappointment. Ipswich can trouble the top teams, having done so for a half back in August, but Liverpool's quality should shine through. It will be a first home league game in almost 3 weeks, so the Anfield faithful should be up for it. January 29th, PSV Eindhoven Liverpool end the month with a trip to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League, completing the group stage. Should the Reds have beaten Lille, they will be going for a 100% winning run in this phase, which would be a stunning achievement. Liverpool will head into the new year with 3 unresolved contracts, but the feeling around the club is that Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk will sign new 2-year deals. Since the start of the season, the futures of Salah, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold have been readily debated and reported on, alongside Arne Slot's bright star. Liverpool have tabled contract offers to the trio, but no resolution has been reached, with Salah saying in the wake of the West Ham win that an agreement remains far away. But speaking to NBC Sports, reliable journalist David Ornstein offered an update on Van Dijk and Salah, saying the feeling around Liverpool is that they will eventually sign contracts. The suggestion that I'm getting is that it will be a 2-year contract, Ornstein reported, adding that it is what Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes both want. Agreements have yet to be reached, however, and the conversations continue as the financial aspects of the contracts need to be ironed out, which is what supporters have sensed all along. And if you're hoping for a quick resolution in early 2025, Ornstein adds, it's going to go on for a bit longer because I'm told that there's nothing imminent. If Van Dijk and Salah were to sign new 2-year deals at Anfield, the former would be turning 36 and the latter 35 when the contracts expire in June 2027. In some other news, Ben Doak has been flourishing on loan at Middlesbrough this season, but there is a chance Liverpool could opt to test him further for the campaign's second half. Doak has been a key player for Michael Carrick's side since swapping Liverpool for Middlesbrough on loan in August, with 2 goals and 5 assists in 19 games so far. The Scotland international is in the top 1% for winger across Europe for progressive carries, progressive passes received, and touches in the opponent's area per FB Ref. And his performances are attracting interest from above the championship, according to the Mail's Lewis Steele. The journalist writes that a couple of higher-ranked clubs are keeping an eye on his situation with a desire to get him out of Liverpool. As of yet, nothing concrete has happened on that front, but there is a suggestion that movement could be made in January, particularly as there is an option to end Doak's loan mid-season. It is unclear whether the interest is for another loan or a permanent deal, but the hope would be that Liverpool are planning to keep the 19-year-old for the long term. Over the summer, it was claimed that the club were open to offers for Doak, with Leicester among the sides named as suitors for the youngster signed from Celtic. If Liverpool were to pull Doak from Middlesbrough and send him out again for the second half of the season, it would be interesting if Leicester emerged as a viable option. That brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily Liverpool content. Thank you.